Hey everybody, welcome back on your European Disc Golf Hub channel MDG Media. We are back on the DGPT Europe, also 7th stop of the season, 2024 Swedish Open presented by Kastaplast. Still in Sweden, still on the booth. My name is Maxime and with me, Andrew Gum.
So happy to be here, happy to be in Sweden, happy to have you all along with us. This is the third elite event in the Disc Golf Pro Tour Europe season, and we got some really stacked field. Very exciting feature card. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah, still in Sweden after Ale, amazing course. We have a bit more of a wooded course this week. It's going to be interesting. And first on the tee we'll have Silva Saarinen. She just won 4 tournaments in a row. If you missed it, solid since the start of the season. Let's see if she's able to repeat the flow this weekend.
Yeah, she's a dominant force. Anniken, Kristiansen, Steen, sponsored by PCS Group and We Are Disc Golf, back from the States. Huge win at the Texas State Championships. Took down a strong field there.
Exactly, third on the tee pad we'll have Hansen representing Discmania all the way from the States. She won the OTB Open, first elite win for her, a month ago something.
Yeah, over there on the West Coast, huge win. We also have Kastaplast player from Sweden, Hanna Jansson, and we've got to see her a fair bit last week in Ale. Really talented player. And get started here on hole 1, par 3, 123 meters. Beautiful hole. Quite a pump, for the first one. You got to kind of crest this little hill, and then it drops off a little bit. OB all along that right side and behind. But amazing tee pad. Really great facilities here, and a perfect way to start off another great course in Sweden.
Yeah, let's see if the ladies are able to attack the basket. I'm pretty sure Ella will have the distance, and let's see for the 3 other players. And
Hanna feeling the vibe, and her and Anniken having a good laugh. There we see Ella and
Greg Sloan.
Yeah, the OTB man himself there on the bag doing the caddy work. Happy to have him over here in Europe.
Yeah, we had the chance to meet him a couple days ago in Ale.
It's sponsored by MVP and Power Grip. From Finland, Silva Saarinen.
And let's start off with Silva on the tee.
Looking for a 5th consecutive win, something you really don't say very often in disc golf. Pretty hard to get that level of consistency in the victory table.
Yeah, really dominating Europe for the moment. Let's see if a more stacked field
Second
now.
Player on the tee.
There is a couple players
sponsored by
on top of what we had the past few weeks.
And PCS
it's good for her to have more and more, high-level players.
Great to have Anniken back in Europe. Super talented. Here she is showing the lefty lines. Nice move on this one.
Yeah, barely missing that first available on the right side. A good shot. She will have an easy par from 30-40 meters. Should be manageable, pretty easy for her.
And OTB discs from the US, Ella Hansen.
Ella Hansen. She was in Sweden last year for the Skellefteå Open. Happy to have her back. Putting a big move on this super power thrower. That's working back nicely. Circle 2.
Yeah. Even circle's edge.
Yeah, maybe just almost inside.
Nice rip, nice start.
Sponsored by Kastaplast and Disc Express. From Sweden, Hanna Jansson.
Yeah, 3.25 average for this hole on the day. Only 2 birdies so far before this feature card. That one in the middle of the fairway, a little bit short, but good position. Should be an easy up and down from there. First up, Anniken. A little touchy approach. Puts it nice and close in the wood chips.
Bullseye, good up shot.
Forehand approach from Hanna. Oh, giving it a scare.
Hunting the chains, first hole.
Trying to drop that berg in there. Really close.
Yeah, good try. She will have a comebacker 5-6 meters to contend with. Good for the confidence if she's able to make it. And Silva not wanting anything.
Yeah, the OB, I guess, there, but she has that range, so kind of surprised not to see it give a chance. Whoa, nice start there.
Yeah, good start for Ella.
Solid birdie to get things going.
Yeah, that's a toughie, even for the MPO field. And Hanna not able to take and save the par here after a good approach, almost a throw-in.
Oh, unfortunate. But yeah, great birdie. Only the third of the day. Anneli Tolgasmanista and Evelina Saarinen also getting it.
And let's move on to hole 2.
Hole 2 is a par 3, 95 meters, way uphill. Shorter tee pad for the FPO, but still a pretty hefty right to left turn at the end of it. It takes a fair bit of power to get all the way up there.
Yeah, uphill on the first half of the fairway. Need to fight that mount, and then also the OB surrounding the basket. The green is pretty wide, no, not too much danger. Just controlling the fade slightly higher. And as you can see, there is that tree in the middle of the fairway. Not easy to avoid it.
Yeah, 3.56 average on this one, so quite difficult. Tied for third most difficult on the course.
Yeah, and as you can see, you need to be careful not to go too straight. The OB is definitely in your line if you don't fade early enough.
Really tough for a lefty, particularly. She works it nicely up there, cut rolls back to the middle of the fairway. Should be a pretty routine up and down for her. Haven't had any birdies yet today so far. As I said, quite a pretty big rip to get it all the way up there. Only 95 meters, but way uphill. And with a pretty strong right to left at the end of it. Ella inside the circle. Anniken forehand approach. Nice work.
Yeah, good upshot, clean. Second time under the basket. Yeah, and Hanna, 5 to 6 meters again. Needs to be careful with that kind of approach.
I respect the aggression, trying to make some highlights there, but yeah, she's giving herself comebackers for sure.
And Silva a bit more aggressive than the previous hole, catching the koozie a bit higher, good line.
Still a bit low, but yeah, it stayed put right there for an easy par. And yeah, there you see it. Comebacker's not feeling super confident yet. Hanna. Ella on her comebacker. Nice putt.
Yeah, good cleanup, good for the confidence. After the circle's edge putt on hole 1. Putting seems dialed right now.
So 3 pars, and Hanna will take another bogey. So a little bit slow start for the Swede.
Yeah, a bit of pressure. You were mentioning she was, in the lead card in Ale. It was just post-production. Now there is a live, more people to watch, and also more spectators on the first day.
Pretty healthy gallery, as you mentioned there. We saw him.
A bit of nerves probably also. Hole 3, 90 meters. Dead straight. What do you think about this one?
I love this one. This is just a beautiful disc golf hole, little elevation drop, straight as an arrow, hit the gap, kind of try to put it as close as you can. Really a birdie you want to get.
Yeah, exactly. You need to control the distance and the glide. We can't go standstill from the tee if you are not comfortable with the control on the speed. The OB is very close behind the basket, and it's a really speedy green also, a lot of groundwork. Need to control all this. And as you can see, the mandatory also this year, because Niklas Antila last season was going wide hyzer on the right side, crazy line.
Great shot from Silva there.
Yeah, and a great shot from Silva.
Yeah, keeping him honest with the new Mando. The tee pad is underneath a couple of really beautiful oak trees, so really nice place to launch some discs from. That squirrels out OB there.
Almost getting back with a good hit on a root or something.
Oh, there is a line over here on the right side. If you miss the main gap, sometimes you can get away with it, and Hanna does, all the way to circle 1.
Back door, going through everything on the right side. As you mentioned, a lot of discs are going through, even if you miss that main gap.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really intending to hit that gap, but if you do kind of miss it, you know, those trees are sort of all in line that shape the gap, so it sort of makes a backdoor gap, like you said. And if you can miss those late birch trees, then you'll be right there.
Yep, you're right. Ella, yeah, fading a bit early on this approach. Slightly downhill, not easy to control. She will have a 7 to 8 meters cleanup to save the par.
Oh.
A bit airbounds, I think, out of the hand. Catching the bend.
Pops off the top, leaving her a little bit of work left to do. Ella's putt's looking great.
Dialed, dead center, good height, good pace.
Yeah, really nice putt. Just good clean stroke, like you said, perfect pace, hitting the heart. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. Oh, and Hanna again not able. It was for birdie though. So
yeah, but really struggling on the green.
Yeah, not too many worries. It's gonna be the first part of her round and a good cleanup for Anniken, important one. After going OB on the first shot.
Nicely done. 3.28 average on this one as we see Silva tap in a birdie.
Cake.
Yep. Solid drive there. Got it to check up nicely for about a 6-meter birdie. But yeah, there is some OB. Oh gosh, even that one was a bit scary. But yeah, like, you know, it's a beautiful hole. It's a fun hole, but it can bite you.
So we have Evelina 2 down. You can see our lead card is into the mix. And let's go.
We are here. We are one. We will fight. We will fall. We will prevail. From the fjords of Norway to the shores of Spain, from the fire of Iceland to the hope of Ukraine, 30 countries, one voice. Go Europe.
And we are moving forward, hole 4.
Yeah, beautiful par 4. 158 meters for the FPO layout with the shortened basket. Pretty tricky tee shot here, moves left to right. I guess for the FPO you don't really need too much off the tee, you just need a placement shot, put you somewhere down here before the hill. If you want to get aggressive and turn the corner, you can, but the OB pinch is pretty tight there, so you got to be careful. And then here we see the basket just kind of nicely put right there.
It's definitely easier than the NPO layouts.
Much easier.
There is a huge difference here. Try to control the glide from the tee. You know, you have that OB, but you just can go straight, control the distance, and then you will have a straight shot. There is that mount, you know, that is taking place on the second shot if you're not going aggressive.
Yeah, it's quite a little uphill slope there when you move on to the second part of the fairway. Oh, Silva ends up in some trees there you don't see too often. Should be quite obstructed. Ella's going with the forehand here, which is a good play if you got it.
Oh.
Pretty low, but it's gonna get some skip. Whoa, keeping the spotter dancing. Making a good move, giving the green. That's pretty good.
So
place to be.
low, man.
Yeah, good skip though. Great to get that ground play. Here's the turnover line. If it can keep it, it seems to be fading out a little bit too early though. And yeah, she's gonna be way out of position over there. Safe though. Oh no, sorry, I spoke too soon. She trickled OB there.
Yeah, I was not able to see exactly what happened.
Shapes up good for a lefty. Anniken hugging that right side's OB line, but she's in fine position there. Might have a backhand spike hyzer for her. We'll see how
I think there is some gaps. Even if
sure.
she's short and tight on the right side, no worries. She's in a good position, and as you mentioned, it's pretty nicely shaped for the lefties, this one.
Hanna, she'll be up there, maybe deep in circle 2. Silva has to go patent pending, trying to work up towards the green, but not able to get enough power from where she was, so she's going to have to settle for a par most likely. Ella grabbing some range here, having a look. She's about 70 meters out. Oh, and she hits it in the heart for eagle.
What a shot.
What an amazing throw in.
And
blind from the bat. Like, she couldn't see the basket. She
Crazy.
started jumping up, having a look, running it down. Beautiful moment here in Borås, Sweden, as Ella rings up a throw-in eagle from way deep.
Amazing throw in.
Right in the heart of the basket.
Oh, she's so happy. That's very cool to see.
Incredible.
And she can 3 down through 4. On that front line is pretty solid, thanks to that amazing throw in. And Anniken not so, and she's OB, unfortunately, right side.
Silva pitching up. Tap in par coming for her. Kind of surprised this one's the third hardest on the course. Tied for anyway at 4.56 average. But with all that OB, I guess it's not too surprising. Solid comeback putt there for the bogey for Anniken. Tap in par. And bogey as well for Hanna after the OB. So sweet highlight from Ella. Congrats on the really cool throw-in eagle onto the signature hole, hole 5. Really picturesque downhill straight par 4, 219 meters, way downhill, way more than you can even tell on this camera. I don't know the exact drop, but it's very significant and very fun. One of the funnest holes to play that I've seen in a very long time. Yeah, 4.31 average, just let it rip.
Yeah, for your information, it's possible to park it from the tee pad, so it's really long, to almost 220 meters. But yeah, if you make the drive perfect, you can go to the basket. Even the FPO, I'm pretty sure. You need to control the height. You know, the main goal is really trying to stay in the middle of the fairway. As you can see, there is a bit too much angle on this shot.
Yeah, you really got to match the angle of the disc to the hillside if you want to get down there. Otherwise, it's fading out early. That's just...
Yeah, the lower the better.
Physics, right? You know, I mean, you got to keep it real low.
And it opens up a bit on the right side at the start, so you can aim to the trees, right side, and let the fade go, crash into that hillside, left side of the fairway.
This looks fantastic from Silva. She knows her disc so well.
So much control on that drive.
Yeah, right down there. Looking like an easy birdie coming for her. She's got most of the distance already. Hanna yanks this one to the right, and this is pretty lucky not to hit anything yet. It's coming all the way back to the fairway.
Going through.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty nice results. She needs a birdie.
Yeah, it's just what she needed, a little break. Having a bit of a tough time on the green, but still hanging in there. +3 so far for the round. Anniken also having a little bit of trouble getting things going. Nice clean line here. Check it out. Hugging the edge of the fairway on the left side. Beautiful stroke, and it gets right down there.
Yeah, way down there. She will have a short approach to take her first birdie of the round. Good shot from her.
Great 2 shots from the whole gang there. I guess Ella maybe was a little bit off on the first one. She's gonna have to pitch out, but even if you kind of miss it, you can still save the par if you're able to get a couple good shots.
Yeah, and the right side is definitely more scary and dangerous if you miss your line. Left side is okay. He's up on that mount. You're over the fairway. If you go right side, you're kind of going downhill.
Yeah, and you
below the level of the fairway. It's pretty hard.
Like if it's a practice round, you have to look for your disc for quite a long time. Luckily, we got a bunch of volunteer spotters out here, which is making the flow real good. We're not having any backups really. You know, no one's having a hard time finding their disc. So very well organized event. Big shout out to the whole crew making it happen.
Yeah, the course looks stunning. Everything was prepared nicely in advance for all the players to prepare their tournaments the best way possible. And that's a bit long for Silva, a bit too much glide on this approach. She will have an 8, just circles edge. Still C1, but she's deadly from that distance, so not too many worries for her. And that's looking better.
Yeah, standstill backhand right up to the koozie there.
Thank you.
Beautifully done.
Approach clinic from Ella.
Yep. Making it an easy par now. She'll just tap that in. Anniken looking for a birdie with a nice little forehand up. Checks up inside the circle.
Yeah, good looking approach also from Anniken, 5-6 meters left. And Silva.
Silva, circle's edge. Straddle putt. Bang, bang.
No worries for our Finnish machine. 2 down through 5.
Great
Solid
birdie.
start.
Got that cool Borås sign in the background there that you see from the tee pad.
And now Hanna, she's struggling on the dancing floor since the start. And that's good.
There you go.
Drills into the heart. +2, good birdie, first of the round.
Good feeling.
And good for the confidence also after the couple misses
Yeah.
inside the circle.
Yeah, good to see her smiling, raising the roof for the gallery and all the viewers out there. Getting things going after a slow start. Solid birdie from Anniken as well, so 3 birdies and a par.
Solid.
Really nice shooting from the feature card
Yeah,
here.
it can get tough on this hole 5. If you lose your line, lose the control, go left or right, it can go high.
Oh yeah, for sure. 4.31 average on the day. There were 7 birdies, but there were quite a few bogeys and doubles as well. So nice to get that one in the bag.
And after going way downhill, we are going back up.
Way uphill. Yeah, par 3, 91 meters, plays more like over 120, I would say. And like a lot of trees in the way as well. It's pretty much a straight shot, but you got to avoid a lot of trees, and then the basket is perched up on this stump and a built-up terrace area that it's really hard to get over. And pretty demanding par 3 for the FPO field, I would say.
Very hard. It's
Even the
really
MPO,
hard.
I think, is pretty hard birdie.
To get up there is a real mission. Okay, so we had no shot cam angle on this one. She seems to be middle of the fairway, middle of the hill. And as you can see, you have 2 options. You can go in between those trees as Hanna just did. You can also go for a huge turnover left side. You know, you need a bit more distance, but the gap is a bit wider on that left side. I'm pretty sure Anniken could aim on that left. Exactly, a bit too much turn. Yeah, she's up there.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
a really good
maybe
pull.
C2.
Yeah, deep in circle 2, but I mean, that's all you're really hoping for on this one. It's quite far, as we mentioned. Ella trying to work a forehand up that similar gap that Anniken did. It's a little bit too wide left, though. She's in a pretty good place for a par, but it's going to be hard to birdie from over there. We haven't seen any birdies yet so far. See if we can get a big...
I'm not sure
highlight
we'll see
here.
any birdie throughout the weekend. Maybe Evelina, Ella, Hanna, maybe 3-4 FPO players may be able to go up there. It's a long way to the basket.
Yeah, if you can get yourself somewhere close and hit a huge putt or a throw-in. Ooh, Ella giving it a chance for another sweet highlight.
Very nice approach. She's up there, 6 meters left.
But yeah, 3.56 average. Not my favorite FPO hole, really, to be honest, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, way uphill.
Lovely forest here. You got these moss-covered stones and trees. I mean, lots of different species. Really thick woods here. And a nicely designed course overall, for sure.
And a good approach from Anniken. Silva to save a par from, just outside the circle. Ooh, overcooked. That's pretty unusual.
Yeah, and after clean shooting through 5, looking like she's going to take her
first mistake.
first blemish, really.
Good
Ella.
save from Ella, 3 downs through 6.
Yeah, she's keeping it clean.
Solid.
So far, so great. See over here, cleaning up the bogey. Still 5 meters. Elevated basket, but for her, shouldn't be in trouble. Yeah, right in the heart.
Yeah, good cleanup from Silva.
So tied with hole 4 as the third most difficult on the course. Both averaging 5-6.
Oh my god, Hanna missing this one.
She's really bleeding strokes on the green, but otherwise playing really well.
Yeah,
I think it's a nerve thing. Hopefully she can kind of like shake that off. She made a good one on the last one, but looks like just not feeling totally comfortable yet.
Exactly, scoreboard check.
Some hot shooting out there. Moving on to hole 7, par 3, 85 meters from the FPO tee pad. Mando right there on the left. You see that we're passing now with the drone, and then it breaks right to left. Bunch of big pine trees and a lovely green here, all wood chipped. One of the easier holes on the course at 2.69, actually the easiest today. So when you really need to birdie if you want to score well.
Yeah, definitely different than the MPO layout.
Not easy for a lefty, but Anniken's crafting a really smooth line, and whoa.
Good turnover.
Putting it right up there with the heat.
Wow, good control on this one.
That was beautiful. What a beautiful line.
Going through the left side a bit, but very nice crafted shot.
It's worth mentioning we had quite a lot of rain overnight. It was quite humid here in the morning. The sun broke out. As we see a nice shot from Ella skipping and rolling. Stays close though. Nice work. So yeah, kind of hot and sticky out there, but really, really nice with the sun out and everything's popping with the colors.
Yeah, another C1 hit. Just need Hanna to follow the pace here. Another bogey after the good bird on hole 5. Oh,
that one just flipped up a little bit too quick to flat and hit that tree.
Was it the backside? Hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, the backside tree.
Needed to fade earlier.
Yeah, just looked like it came a little bit too straight. Too quick. There you see the shape of the fairway. You gotta kind of like really commit to the hyzer line from the FPO tee pad. If you push it too straight, yeah, that's
really needs to get closer to the basket if she's not comfortable on the green. It's really important. It's just 35, 40 meters approach. Needs to be a bit more focused on those ones.
Yeah, that one never had a chance. Low left all the way.
Yeah.
Looking like a 5th bogey of the front 9, so. Yeah, not the ideal start here on the first day of the Swedish Open in front of the home country crowd.
And Silva now. Oh, a bit right side, staying in the cage.
Great
good
birdie.
putt. Yeah, a good stroke. Gained back after the bogey on hole 6. 2 down through 7 is pretty solid.
Anniken coming back for it. After a near ace run, really, with that sweet turnover lefty line, and she gets the birdie in the bag. Back to even for the round. 2 up, 2 down. Fair bit of momentum.
Yeah, and a good putt dead center. Good for the confidence again. Back to even as you were mentioning. Clean recovery from Anniken. 2 birdies out of the last 3 holes.
Yeah, and Ella here for the 14th birdie of the day from the field. Well played, ladies.
4 down.
Hot shooting for Ella.
And she's leading the tournament at the moment after 7 holes. Almost halfway of the first round.
Yeah, 2 birdies and an eagle. No bogeys, as we see Hanna here cleaning up her bogey. Gets it in.
Yeah, barely. +4. And we are moving on to hole 8.
Hole 8, nice par 3, 102 meters. Fair bit uphill over this rock wall. Bunch of beautiful maple trees. And you'll see the basket here, quite straight, I guess, really, overall in the shape. Lots of guardian trees at the end, the green here.
Yeah, slightly uphill all the way. You have a slightly also hyzer shot to go to the basket. It plays more like a 115, 120 meter shot. So it's probably a distance driver for those ladies. And that's going to be different also for Anniken as a lefty.
Yeah, she's going to want it to move maybe just a little bit right to left at the end. There you see turnover.
Yeah, going through, it's pretty okay. She's going to have 25 meters up shot incoming.
3.11 average today. So on the easier side. Oh, this one's in danger of that OB on the right. It's pushing too straight.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Red flag for Ella. First mistake incoming. She will have a 20 to 25 meters, but to save the par with some garden trees in the way.
Silva. Oh, that was looking good, but just that one tree in the line. Kicks right. Should be able to save the par, but...
Yeah, good looking shot. Sometimes you can't avoid all the trees, unfortunately. The line was pretty okay, and that's a bit too high, I'm pretty sure, from Hanna. And she's going through. That's maybe the best drive of the group.
Yeah, nothing too special from the feature card, really. We did have birdies before this group coming in from Hanna Blomros and Sophie Bjorlucke. So...
yeah, birdieable, but definitely not the easier.
Yeah, it's kind of...
careful.
Oh, whoa, lucky from Silva.
Bouncing on that wall, or on the woods just before it.
You saw it just kind of flop over back into bounds. That was just centimeters from a...
Yeah, and we didn't mention it, but there is that OB pretty close from the basket, just behind the pin. Need to be careful. Normally from the tee there is not too much danger to go too far. It's more if you have an approach that you need to care about it. Oh. And that's unfortunate for Hanna.
Oh no. Rolls outside the circle. Just hit that tree by the basket, and yeah, really unfortunate like you said.
And C2 Luke and hyzer release, it seems, to avoid that garden. Oh.
Just outside C2, but giving it a chance. She's got such good range with her jumpers. Comes up a wee bit short on that one, but Hanna with a bit of bad luck there, trying to hit this putt to avoid her 6th bogey of the round. Comes up short.
A bit short, the line was okay.
Ella here, still trying to clean up the bogey. Nice putt.
Dead center.
Really like the concentration and the pace and everything about her putt today. She's really taking time, aiming, and just hitting it right where it needs to be with the perfect speed and everything. Dropping in nicely. Silva, I feel like, yeah. That OB is really close to the basket. Like you said, you can see it right there. She's just, just outside the bullseye.
Yeah, still 2 down for Silva.
So no birdies here on the feature card on this one. It's not going to get that much easier on the next one.
Yeah, the energy is pretty steady on this start of the tournament. Nothing crazy happening. We had that throw-in from Ella.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But lots of mistakes on Hanna's side for the moment.
Yeah, everybody kind of just feeling it out here on the opening day.
Yeah, they take their time, I feel like.
Yeah, 4 different countries represented, so all kind of getting to know each other. Here we are, hole 9, par 4, 156 meters. Pretty interesting shape. I guess for the FPO, it's quite a ton easier, really. It's just kind of a straight shot moving right to left at the end, and that should open up this tight tunnel up to the basket that drops off pretty dramatically behind.
Exactly. You try to fight that tree in the middle of the fairway on that turn. If you are able to go further, fade at the right time, you'll be in position to have a look to the basket. Be careful with the green. There is a drop after the basket, so control the distance. And pretty hard footing also on that course, and especially on this hole.
Yeah, this one, 4.42 average, so right in the middle for the FPO. Definitely one of the hardest for the MPO. We did have a slight backup here, one of the only real slowdowns of the day. So everybody kind of chatting and feeling good there on the tee.
That's early, unfortunately. Late, excuse me. And she's going to be in trouble left side. That's definitely not the place you want to be. There is a lot of trees, really hard to fight back to the fairway.
Yeah, really both sides of the rough here are just walls of trees, you know, mostly pines, but some spruces and birch mixed in there.
Yeah, and Silva deep down the fairway. She will have the opportunity to attack the basket from there. Hopefully she will have, an okay footing from here. And that's a good looking shot also from Ella. Yeah, even longer, even deeper. Nice.
Yeah, nice kick at the end of that to get back towards the edge of the left side fairway. You really want to be on the fairway at this one. It's not a place you want to be off the rough, as we mentioned. So anything placed in the middle is definitely a big advantage for you. That's a decent kick from Hanna after pulling it hard to the right side. She's going to be in a pretty okay spot. She's going to have to try to shape a hyzer. Looking pretty good. Yeah, catches a late tree, but gets a lot of distance.
Yeah, and not able to see what happened from the catch. But yeah, good shot from Hanna. Went deep and long on the second shot.
Anniken finds a gap.
Able to find a gap, as you were mentioning. Good shot from Anniken, good scramble.
Yeah, gets back out into the open. This one can be a journey if you're not careful. You just want to keep it clean. Silva puts herself in circle 2. Still an opportunity to score. Forehand approach from Ella.
Careful with the distance. Oh, catching an early garden. Just outside the circle? No, inside the circle. Towards the bullseye. Repairs.
Anniken, great touch on that forehand approach. Gets it real close.
You need to keep it short on this one. As you are saying, good touch. She's pretty dialed with those forehand approaches since the start of the round.
Silva not finding an angle to give this a run, so she kind of pitches it up there.
Kind of short.
Yeah, not the best effort there.
Yep, left with 5 meters something.
Wouldn't worry too much about her on the green usually, but she's not quite as dialed on the putt lately, the last kind of few rounds we've seen of her. Of course, she's had a ton of highlights, but from her standards, we're used to seeing her hit it all. That one, no problem, it's in.
Yeah, whenever you say that,
she always connects.
She drills it into the center.
Of course. You can never doubt the highlight machine. Terminator putting skills. Always coming in the clutch. So, really good par save from Anniken. Solid pars all around. That's going to do it for the front 9. Beautiful course here. Great action on the feature card.
Yeah, lots of highlights. Really nice to have those girls. Just, Hanna with a bit more struggle, maybe on the green, especially on the green.
Particularly, yeah. She's throwing pretty well. Everybody else, lots of birdies. But yeah, nobody able to keep it totally clean here in the thick woods. It's a lovely course. Check out that patreon.com if you want to help support what we're doing at MDG Media, Europe's disc golf hub, bringing you all kinds of great content, not just these shot-by-shot coverages, but lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, more than just coverages this year, guys. Thank you for supporting, for watching, and we'll see you on the back nine.
Yeah, come on back for some more.